Alright, so let's go ahead and get started finally on how to subtract rational expressions. Extremely similar to how to add fractions with these functions. And so basically let's go ahead and get started right away. Okay, let's say we have 6 divided by x minus 5, okay, minus x plus 2 divided by x minus 5. Okay. Well, this right here, again, is the denominators like terms. And the denominators are like terms. So we could just rewrite this as x minus 5. Okay, I'll go ahead and maybe put some parentheses around here. We have this first term, which is a 6. So I'll write the 6. We have a minus sign. We have minus. Okay, but we're subtracting this entire term right here. Okay, so there's a few ways we can look at it, but because we're subtracting, it's a little different than adding. All right, because when we're subtracting, that's going to affect, right, the signs of this, right? So it's going to be minus x, so we get minus x, and it's also going to be minus 2. And we get minus 2. And if it's helpful to understand why this is the case, let's just write it as x plus 2 on the top, like this. Okay, 6 minus parentheses x plus 2 close the parentheses. So we're going to get this right here. All right, now we're going to get, well, x minus 5 is still on the bottom. And we're going to get 6 minus, right? Well, minus and the x, right? It's just going to be minus x. And we get minus 2. So it's going to be minus 2 on the top. Okay. Therefore, well, 6 minus 2 is going to give me 4 minus x divided by x minus 5. And this right here is my final expression. So you could see the only difference or slight difficulty with this is we have to subtract. When we're subtracting, it's kind of going to flip. It's going to change the signs of the second term. And it's not just going to do it to the first term here. It's going to do it to the second number inside that factor. Okay, so let's go ahead and maybe look at another example that might be helpful for us to try to make some sense of. I want to do one that is challenging enough for you to kind of understand. So why don't we go and try something like this here where things will maybe cancel out pretty nicely. We get x squared minus 2x, okay, plus 3 all divided by x squared plus 7x plus 12. Okay, we get minus x squared plus 7x plus 12. And then we're going to get x squared minus 4x minus 5. All right. So now that we got this here, well, do we have like terms? And we in fact do, right? X squared plus 7x plus 12 is all in the denominator, and this is all in the denominator. So we can rewrite this problem as x squared plus 7x plus 12. The denominator stays the same, okay? And then now, well, I'm just going to write the first term, x squared minus 2x plus 3, all right? And I'm going to do minus, well, this entire second expression on the numerator. Okay, so if I go to rewrite this, I'm going to get x squared plus 7x plus 12. Okay, the first term, it's going to stay the same, minus 2x plus 3. Well, we're going to get minus x squared, so it's going to be minus x squared minus negative 4x, so it's going to turn into a positive 4x. And then minus negative 5, and it's going to turn into a positive 5. Okay, so we're going to get equals, well, x squared. Now let's just go ahead and combine like terms. So the bottom, we still have x squared plus 7x plus 12. Okay, over here we have x squared minus x squared. These are going to cancel. Over here we have negative 2x and 4x, so I'm going to get 2x. And here I'm going to have 3 plus 5. Well, it's going to give me 8. Okay. So now that we have kind of this simplified expression, let's go ahead and think about how can we turn this into factored form so maybe things will cancel out. Well, one of the first things I'm going to want to do is let's pull this 2 out from everything. All right, so we're going to get 2 parentheses, well, x plus 4. Again, 2 times x gives me 2x, and 2 times 4 gives me the 8 there. All divided by, let's turn this into factored form. Let's write all the factors of 12. 1, 12, 2, 6, 3, 4. Well, I can't do anything 1 and 12 to give me 7, right, when we add them. Can't do anything with this. And so, well, 3 plus 4 gives me 7, so I can write this as x plus 3, x plus 4. And now you can see very nicely, these are going to cancel, and we get 2 divided by, well, x plus 3. And you should feel very good about that, right? Well, 2 divided by x plus 3, and that's our final expression. So you can kind of see here that when we're dealing with subtracting, right, problems like this, we have to make sure when we're subtracting, when you write it into a single fraction, you're subtracting everything in these first 2 terms, and then it simplifies. So hopefully this helps you to understand problem